Hello, so in my first episode of Kerbal Space Program, we're going to be sending this probe into orbit around the Sun. This is so that we can find temperature readings for our sky base. Now we're getting into the speed build part of this video, and so basically what we're doing here is building a ship that can go into a elliptical orbit with the Sun, so that we can gather data on the Sun. Now that does mean that we're going to just sacrifice Jeb into an orbit around the Sun, but who doesn't do that these days? This ship is basic. Ship just takes it up to into orbit and such, and to escape Kerbin. Kerbal Space Program, as you might now see, is a spaceship building game. Now, basically, what you need to do in this game is you just need to fly around and go places in the solar system. As you can see here, I'm building the lower stage part of it, and it's basically just asparagus like staging, where this part the central column will always be fueled, and the side boosters flow into the rocket. These are efficient as as it gets rid of excess weight quick. It also means that it's quite a streamlined profile when going into space. As you can see now, we're just doing the finishing touches on the probe itself. Currently just doing making maneuvering stuff. This is so that it won't just go noodle on itself, which has happened to me a lot. It's very annoying, and just yeah. The spaceship should get us to the Sun with its delta V of 6,000 seconds. Obviously that's not enough to completely stop, but it is enough to get into a highly elliptical orbit. The temperature that we're looking for here is about 400-ish degrees, and now we're on to launch. The launch profile will be like a standard gravity curve, little lag level, and which means that we'll slowly start curving to one side. This makes it so that it's more efficient to go direct, to do a curve and way into orbit than a straight up and then straight sideways. Because I don't know, I'm not an orbital scientist. First stage of the asparagus staging is removed. It might not be called asparagus staging. There is a few definitions and such, but I'm pretty sure it's asparagus staging. just going up towards space. As you can see, those 2 tanks are completely full, and those are rapidly draining. As you can see, we've started the gravity turn. Oh, and we lost our complete lower stage. Yeah, we might not go as far as we did before. But that might be a good thing, you know. We might not want to roast Jen. That puts us above 40k there. No, what's that? Yeah, that was 14. So, correcting for the low height, which means that we have to do a lot. We have to use a lot of RCS for that, and a lot of fuel as well. Takes a lot of energy to get to Kerbin. Oh, and I just to get into orbit. Oh, and I just accidentally went into the focusing on Kerbin rather than the spaceship. That's quite annoying when you do that. We might be able to get to a low parabolic orbit, but it won't be good. And this is my first voiceover video, so there might be some indiscrepancies and such between other videos and this. But like, it's my first time, so what can you do about it? So the purpose of this mission is to find out a good spot for our sunbathing incorporation so that we can send wealthy Kerbals to this sunbathing but right by the sun. This is also one of my most time consuming videos. Like, usually I post on the same day as recording. Like, some days I let it render overnight, and some days I don't. And this is a very low spec computer, so rendering does take a while. And when I mean a while, I mean like over like 5 hours. Like, in some cases for this video it took quite a low amount of time because it's a short video, but on some other videos it's taken hours on like a 20-minute video. Now we've escaped Kerbin, we're moving onto a solar orbit instead of I mean, would you call it a solar orbit? I mean, it is called the sun in the game. So, we just got another Earth, what are they called? Encounter. But we're now moving on to the sun at Eve encounter. Now we're just trying to use the Eve encounter to our advantage, because gravity assists can slow you down or speed you up. And I want to get to as close to the sun as possible, and that is pretty difficult. Yep, that's where it comes back to bite me. The the sun. I'm just focusing on Kerbin instead of my ship. I guess this is where Jeb will be for the rest of his life. 588 Kelvin. Yeah, it's quite hot. That's like 3 times the boiling point of water. In a vacuum, yes. Yes, we're in a vacuum. And this, I guess this is his predicament now. Now, make sure you subscribe and leave a like so I can get a new gaming PC. Okay, goodbye.